about Marquardt's deal up here on the sidewalks? Have we done any more on that?
I don't remember if I spoke about this at last week's meeting. Nothing else has been done since last week.
Have we consulted with our attorney to see?
No, I hadn't talked to Paul before tonight.
Okay. That needs to be addressed, so we go ahead and move forward with that.
Well, remember, just raising that question, the cost of the sidewalk was, based on what we just did, was around $7,200 to $8,000. If we put that in. If we aren't careful, we'll easily spend that money trying to decide who should put it in.
I agree with what you're saying, Mayor, but I don't think there's any question as to who's responsible for it. I think that Mr. Camark will have to look at it and make his decision, but I think the ultimate responsibility lies on Mr. Marquardt, and I don't think the city should assume that responsibility. It was his responsibility to pay to have the sidewalks put in. He agreed, we all agreed with him to give him an extension in the hopes that he could build up there. Now he has sold it to the association up there. Whether they were aware that they had that responsibility, I do not know. But I feel like the bottom line, Mr. Marquardt ought to pay, and I don't think the city should pay a dime for it. And if we have to sue him, let's sue him for attorney fees too. I don't think this is right.
The West End Harbor sidewalks, I know that's been an issue that's been discussed here recently. It looks like that issue's been worked out. The original developer, West End Harbors, is going to pay to have the sidewalks in front of the condos put in.
I'd like to personally thank Mayor Cathy for his intervention in getting this problem resolved.
I'll take that as a compliment. All right.
Update. Looks like now we're going to have the city attorney send a letter.
Well, that would be council discretion. I think, that would be my recommendation at this point. I've sent to go back before the holidays, I contacted both individuals, the original developer and the current condo association president. Tried to contact them via phone. Neither answered. Neither responded to the message I left on their phone. Once the holidays were over, I sent certified letters to both individuals. One has been signed for. The original developer did sign for his letter. The condo association president has not signed for his. I've not received the certification back, but I've not heard anything from the original developer at this point.
And what's the total they owe the city for the sidewalk? It's about $15,000.
$9,212.
So about $10,000. There's a lesson learned here, and that is you should have never completed that work without that payment. So now it's going to cost the city more to try to collect it.
But before the project started, I did ask the city council if you wanted me to hold off on starting the project until we receive payment, and no one spoke up.
No, I did. I said we need to hold off until we get their money, but I was the only one that raised that issue.